Allah does and accepts from sayings and the physical acts, the hidden acts by heart and the openly acts by lips. The acts by lips include the prayer. That's why before I told you, the ibadah has two kinds. The ibadat mali and ibadat badani. For the prayer, you must use the hands and also be bent down. So these are physical activities. Then one is the ibadat badani. For the zakat is the charity, is ibadat mali. You give the money, you give the wealth to the poor people. For sound fasting, you must do the physical. For Hajj, you must do both physical and wealth. Loyalty, returning someone's possession to them, kindness with parents is a very, very important. You know nowadays, nobody take care of the parents. The Prophet ﷺ told, Ridha Rabbi fi Ridha Walidain, Sukhtu Rabbi fi Sukhti Walidain. The Allah's satisfaction is the parents' satisfaction. The Allah's angry is in the parents' angry. So the parents are the Jannah for us, the heaven for us. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ told Al-Jannah tahta aqdami al-ummahat. The heaven is under the feet of the mother. So kindness with parents. Having good accord with relatives. So ibadah is not only for prayer, not only in the giving charity, not only in the fasting, good fasting, not only in the Hajj. The man, how can he mingle with parents? How can he mingle with his children? How can he mingle with his wife? How can he mingle with neighbors? How can he mingle with the community? How can he mingle with friends? How can he mingle with the brothers and sisters? How can he mingle with the non-Muslims? So each and every action has ibadah under the obedience of, under the rules and regulations of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Enjoining what is the good and forbidden what is evil, fighting against the kuffar and the hypocrites. Kindness with the neighbor is very important. So one day, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina, in Masjid Nabawi, when Janaza passed, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stand up, and also all the Sahabas also stand up. So usually the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam give respect for the funeral body. If anybody going, the dispose, then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stand up and give the respect to the Janaza. Then Sahabas, they speaking, this is the good man. Those who die is a very good man, gentleman. He never give any hindrance, any obstacles, any disturbance to the neighbor people. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used the word wajabat. So again, the next day, another janaza passed Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam stood up, and also the Sahabas also stood up. So the Sahabas speaking about this guy. He is always making trouble. He is always making torture to the neighbor. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam again used the word wajabat. The Sahabas asked the Prophet Muhammad, Ya Rasulullah, yesterday also when Janaza passed, we are speaking about he is a good guy, he is a good man, he is not doing any harm to the neighbors. He told wajabat. The second day also when Janaza passed, we are speaking about he is a very naughty fellow, giving torture to the neighbors, always giving the harm and also the troubles, and always giving the making torture and also the obstacles, disturbance to the other people. So you use the word wajab. What's the difference between the first wajabat and the second wajabat? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told them, the first janaza, you speak about that guy, he is the good guy, he is the person of heaven. Because he never gave any hindrance to the other people, neighbor. So that's why the second janaza, that mosque, that one is also, the person is always in the hell, not in the Jannah. With the orphan, you must, with kindness with the orphan. Prophet ﷺ told them, you must very kind with the orphan. Those who take care of the orphan and me are in the heaven with like this. Don't eat the money of the orphans. You will be answerable in the Yawm al-Qiyamah, in the judgment day. With the poor, kindness with the poor. When the Prophet ﷺ saw any poor, he must keep his hands in the head and also is very kind with the poor people. With the wayfarer, for those who are the wayfarer, we must help him. For example, if anybody we sit or we stand in the road, if anybody come and also ask the route, where is the port, where is the staff ferry, where is the police station, we must help him. This also the kind. This also the ibadah. If you remove the obstacles in the road, then also the ibadah. You give the tabassum, small smile with your friend, is also the ibadah. If you give one food to your wife, is also ibadah. With the animals also you must kind. One man, what he did, he not giving the food to the cat. The cat died. Afterwards, one of the salihin, the good deed people, he saw him in the hell. What's the reason? He gave the torture to the cat. You must kind with the animals also. In supplication, remembering Allah, reciting Quran, and all the things of this nature are from Ibadah. The comprehensiveness of Ibadah for all things, the acts ought to include the love of Allah and His Messenger, fear of Allah, is the taqwa, is the piousness, is a very, very important. Without taqwa, no validity. Asking Him forgiveness. So you must ask for forgiveness to Allah every time. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked 70 times. He asked forgiveness to Allah. Having sincerity to Him, alone in Him, being patient, thanking for His blessings. Thanking for His blessings is a very, very important. No, He gives the hands to us. Number of man has hands, but no action. Number of people has eyes. He gives the light in our eyes. So we always thankful to Him. You must ask to the blind man, what's the use of eyes? What's the use of light? Then you understand how the big ni'mah, how He gives the big blessings to us. Accepting His judgment and qada, depending on Him, hoping for His mercy, fear from His punishment, and all the things of this nature are from of ibadah worship. So al-Islam bayna al-raja' wal-khawf. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told them that Islam is between the raja and also the fear. So if you did the mistake, you ask forgiveness from Allah Jalla Shanahu Ta'ala, Allah will forgive you. Yes, inna Allaha ghafurur rahim. Allah will forgive your sins. And inna batisha rabbika lashadid. If you did the mistake again and again, definitely He will screw you, and they will give the severe punishment to you. But Christianity, they always only the raja, they always the forgiveness. For the other religion, for the Hinduism, they always fear. But Islam and Islam, by the raja will khawf. You must take the forgiveness, ask the forgiveness from Allah, Allah forgive you. But again and again, if you did the mistake, then He will punish you. All this supported by an abundant number of evidence from the book of Allah and the Sunnah of His Messenger. The comprehensiveness of Ibadah for all aspects of this life. Allah says in the Surah Al-Ahzab, what can be translated, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ وَمَنْ يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ ضَلَّ ضَلَالًا مُبِينًا. It was never for a believer, men or women, when Allah and His Messenger to make a verdict about some issue, that they will have the choice in that situation. In Surah An-Nur, verse number 51, Allah says, what can be translated as the sayings of the إِنَّمَا كَانَ قَوْلَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ إِذَا دُعُوا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ لِيَحْكُمَ بَيْنَهُمْ أَنْ يَقُولُوا سَمِعْنَا وَأَطَعْنَا وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. The sayings of the believers when they are called to Allah and His Messenger to judge among them is nothing but we hear and obey. In Surah An-Nisa, what can be translated as, so by Allah, they will not believe till they make you a judge in what went wrong between them, and they shall find no grudge within themselves from your judgment and totally submit. Allah says in Surah Tawbah, verse number 31, what can be translated as اتخذوا أحباركم ورهبانكم أربابا من دون الله والمسيح ابن مريم وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا إلها واحدا لا إله إلا هو سبحانه عما يشركون. What can be translated as they took the priests and the monks as their gods instead of Allah, and also the Christ, the son of Maryam, and they have not been ordered but to worship the one God. There is no God except Allah. Glorious and high is He above what they associate with Him. The useful social activities are considered as ibadah to Allah. If they were meant to be for the sake of Allah, there are so many in the Quranic verses and in the sayings of Prophet Muhammad which solving problems between people is also the ibadah. Visiting the sick is also ibadah. The sick. The Prophet told that if anybody go to visiting the sick, definitely he will pick the fruits of the heaven, helping the poor, helping to the needy, remove obstacles, hindrances, like rocks, fallen trees. Prophet ﷺ told one of the guy in the heaven, because he removed the obstacles, some trees on the street. So that's why we saw him in the heaven. Supporting the oppressed, having justice between two people. Justice is the very, very hard one. Helping people in their needs. So, Allah also told about the nikah, the marriage. فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَاعَ فَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدَةً. You can marry 4. You can marry 2 and 3 and 4. فَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا. If you fear of the justice, only one is enough. It means only one. The justice is the very, very hard one. Helping people in their needs, the good bad use. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told, "Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir, falyakul khayran aw liyasmut." Those who do the iman about the Yawmul Qiyamah judgment day and also Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu wa Ta'ala, they must speak good word, otherwise he close the mouth. The good word, even treating the animals kindly, and all things of this nature. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, on Sahabi, in the period of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, on camel, they appealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Ya Muhammad, this man always making torture to me about his boss." So Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam called his boss, camel's boss, and also he warned, "Don't do like this." Making giving is considered as ibadah to Allah if the following conditions are met. The work has to be allowed in Islam. The work has to be accompanied by a good intention, al-ikhlas, al-khulus al-niyyah, also ibadah. The work has to be performed with excellence. The work has to be within the limits of Allah. So there must be no room for injustice, disobedience of Allah, or mistrust. The work must not keep someone away from his deen obligations like prayer, fasting. Even the activities that man initiates out of his nature to satisfy his desires are considered ibadah to Allah. If the intention was good and the satisfaction was in the limits of Islam, we do the prayer. We must think, we never see the Allah, but your intention must be approaching us. So, how can we, our concentration with Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu wa Ta'ala, Allah give 100 marks. If you are full concentration in the prayer, 4 rakats, for example, Allah give the full marks, 100 marks to you. If you less contraction, your mark will be deducted. So, if the intention was good and the satisfaction of the limits of Islam, the Prophet ﷺ said, what we reported by Imam Muslim al-Tirmidhi, with the sexual intercourse that you have with your wife is also charity. So one of the Sahaba asked to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, "We satisfy our desires and we get your reward from Allah?" So the Prophet ﷺ replied, "What do you think if your desire was fulfilled in a forbidden way? If you did a mistake, will that be a mistake?" So they replied, "Yes." The Sahabas replied, "Yes." So then the Prophet ﷺ replied, "So if he fulfilled it in an allowed way, not the mistake way, not the haram way, he has reward for it." What are we from? Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu wa Ta'ala created for a purpose, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And also the verses in the Quran, the Surah Al-Quran, verses 115. Do you suppose that we have created you in vain? أَفَحَسِبْتُمْ أَنَّمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ عَبَثًا وَأَنَّكُمْ إِلَيْنَا لَا تُرْجَعُونَ. Allah never created the vain. Each and even the animals, even the non-halal animals, also not created by Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu wa Ta'ala in vain. He always created paid help to the man, all the animals also. But why does Allah want our worship? Worship of Allah involves belief that we are absolutely 100% creatures that are grateful, thankful, and dependent upon a creator who controls all aspects of our life, but who gave us freedom in this world to fulfill their responsibility. Practice living our lives in accordance to our beliefs. Where are we from? How do we worship Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu wa Ta'ala? Imam al-Husayn radiyallahu ta'ala explains the verse, I created the jinn and humankind only so that they worship me. I created jinn and humankind only so that they know and understand me. True worship of Allah is equal to gaining knowledge of Allah. Where are we from? How do we worship Allah? How to gain knowledge of Allah? Reflect upon His most perfectness, following the guidance, Quran, Prophet, Ahlul Bayt. He has given us and understand where we are. Practice those acts of worship which He has prescribed that will help us to believe in Him. Why do we worship Allah? Worship does not benefit Him. You see, Allah gives the hungry to us, and He also gives the food to us. So you can, Allah, if He gives the food to everybody, there's no problem in the world. He is give the sick, and also He also give the shifa. So if He wants, He give the shifa to everybody, healing to everybody. But worship does not benefit Him. If you do the fast, what's His degree? That's no problem for Him. He purifies his soul, spirit itself is successful. The one who is successful remembers the name of his Lord and says his prayers. So Allah. Worship Allah lead us to self-purification, success, and fulfilling the goal of life. The purpose of life. Worship of the right is done not solely out of fear of hell or desire for hell. Allah is worshipped because He deserves to be worshipped. Rabia Basariya is a famous scientist. He told, I never afraid for the hell. I never accept of the heaven, but I only do worship of the close of Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu. I want the closeness in the Yawm al-Qiyamah, in the Yawm al-Qiyamah, the judgment day. So worship of the light is done not solely out of the fear of hell or desire for heaven. Allah is worshipped because He deserves to be worshipped. Whatever is with Allah is better than what you can get anywhere else. As an Imam Ali radiallahu ta'ala said, I have not seen anything except that I saw Allah with it, before it and in it. Peace of paradise, not restricted from those who live in this world. Allah Jalla Sha'nuhu says, the one who is among those who are near to Allah. وَأَمَّا لِلْمُقَرَّبِينَ وَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ مِنْ أَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينِ فَسَلَامٌ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَصْحَابِ الْيَمِينِ وَأَمَّا إِنْ كَانَ مِنْ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ فَرَوْحٌ وَرَيْحَانٌ وَجَنَّةُ نَعِيمٍ. The one who is among those who are near to Allah, al-Muqarrabin, is happiness, bounty, and a garden of delight. Indeed, the remembrance of Allah lies the tranquility of the heart. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. As Imam Ali radiallahu ta'ala says of the Ahlul Bayt, our bodies are in this world, but our hearts are in the gardens. Even in the prayer also, our intention also go here and there. Story of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and companions who feared being hypocrites. Where are we going? The purpose of life. What does the Quran say? Surely we belong to Allah and about return, وإلى الله المصير, and to Allah is your eventual destination. O human being, is Allah, then all your efforts are directed and you will meet Him. The goal of life is Allah Jalla Shanu Ta'ala. Purpose of life. What does human nature fit for? Tell us. Human being always craves, testing more beauty, more power, more knowledge. What is the extent of this search and desire? Perfection. Where can the ultimate perfection be found? The goal of life is Allah Jalla Shanu Ta'ala. Increasing belief, faith. Practice is what we do along the way. Al-Imanu yazid wa yanqus. If you pray more, your Iman will be more high. If you not pray, if you not worship, if you not do the Ibadah, your Iman will be go decrease. Otherwise, if you do the sins, your heart will be dot, the black dot in your heart. So Ghazali told, if you not pray, or you do the mistakes, and you do the backbite, or doing harm things to others, definitely you will black spot in your heart. So then you must rub it with saying, Jadidu imanakum biqawli la ilaha illallah. You must clean your heart with the words of La ilaha illallah. We work towards human perfection by yearning towards the most perfect and attaining all that the soul can aspire to. Perfect balance of powers and instincts, individual justice. When we ask Allah, help us attain this goal. The concept of worship in Islam, Surah Al-An'am, Surah Al-Tawheed, we send the apostles, وَمَا نُرْسِلُ الْمُرْسَلِينَ إِلَّا مُبَشِّرِينَ وَمُنذِرِينَ فَمَنْ آمَنَ وَأَصْلَحَ فَلَا خَوْفٌ عَلَيْهِمْ وَلَا هُمْ يَحْزَنُونَ. We send the apostles only them. Give good news and warn. So those who believe and mend their lives, upon them shall be no fear, nor shall there grief. In this ayah, there are three messages, short and sweet messages. The role and reason for sending the messengers, the explanation of the concept of worship, the outcome of those who deny, disobey, or distort the methods of Ibadah as sent by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala via His messengers. The concept of worship in Islam, the role and the reason for sending messengers. The Rasuls, the prophets, came to this world to purify the mankind. Nearly 124,000 prophets came to this world, and 313 Rasuls Allah selected in the 124,000 prophets. He selected 313 Rasuls. The Rasuls, Mursaleen, have sent the purpose and a particular message to teach them, to purify mankind, how to obey Allah and Ibadah and worship. And that's a good news, but they are also sent to put fear in the hearts of people who do not obey Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. The concept of worship in Islam, the concept of worship, there is a particular method, a particular time, and sometimes a particular place to obey Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. The specifications of Ibadah. Number one is the sabab, reason, such as Ramadan is here, so we have a reason to perform this particular form of Ibadah. Qadr, there is length for a particular type of Ibadah. Ramadan is 29 to 30 days, the time limit. At the Kayfiyat, how can we do fasting? Zaman, duration, from dawn to dusk. Maqam, in some Ibadah, there is a particular place where they have to perform. example, such as Hajj. Rasul, the Prophet, has been sent to teach us how to perform the Ibadah. If you follow that, the Rasul teaches, then it is an Ibadah. Any act of Ibadah, such as wudu and tahara, is designated in Ibadah if done with the intention and by using the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Thus, if we wash ourselves, by our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it becomes an Ibadah, whereas we do the same act or randomly, then though it cleans us, but it is no longer is an act of Ibadah. It is halal. Already this topic is covered by other scholars. It's permissible. So only one thing I want to quote: the halal food, you must eat the halal, otherwise your dua, your supplication is not accepted. In Muslim Sharif on Hadith quoted, one man made dua from long time, but his dua is not go behind the roof. Any action forbidden by Allah in the Quran and by His Prophet. Allah. Another topic is rights pertaining to marriage in Islam. Pray on time. Inna salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta. So each and every action and each and every ibadah has duty and dignity and discipline. So for the prayer, you must pray from time to time, from in the particular time. So verily, as salat is the prayer, is enjoined and the believers and fixed purpose. Inna salata kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta. So honestly, another one, the narrator Abu Hurairah here Allah saying regarding the Ramadan, whoever prayed at night in it in the month of Ramadan out of sincere faith and hoping for a reward from the Allah, then all his previous sins will be forgiven. Sahih al-Bukhari. So this is the Quran. يقرأ القرآن فإنه يكون لك شهيدا شفاعة يوم القيامة. Abu Umar reported that the Prophet said, read the Holy Quran, for indeed it will become on the day of standing judgment and as an intercessor for his companions. وما علينا إلا البلاغ المبين. Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending this session. So we need to proceed to the main.
Okay, so today we have two questionnaires we want to take from you. One is the normal one, every lesson. After that, we have questionnaires to ask for your opinion for this lesson. And after that, there's also another questionnaire about overall of the arrangement of the program. And inshallah, if we are going to, we will also conduct the intermediate course. So we'll also like to seek your comments. What are the topics that you wish